Welcome all. This is lecture number 16 of the matrices. In this lecture, we will discuss Cayley-Hamilton theorem and inverse of the matrices. So, what is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? How to describe this particular theorem? So, according to this theorem, every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. It means when we formed a characteristic equation of a square matrix and if we put matrix in place of lambda, then the equation so obtained, that is the left hand side, should be equals to the right hand side. Means if determinant of a minus lambda I, suppose it is in the form minus 1 power n lambda raised to power n plus a1 lambda raised to power n minus 1 plus a2 lambda raised to power n minus 2 plus up to an be a characteristic polynomial of n by n of matrix A, then the matrix equation a raised to power n plus a1 a raised to power n minus 1 plus a2 a raised to power n minus 2 up to an I is equals to 0 satisfies for the given matrix A. It means in this particular characteristic equation we replace this lambda by the matrix A, and when we write matrix or we write sum or difference of some matrices, then we cannot add or subtract a single number. So for this we write identity matrix here with this constant an. So this is the condition of Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and we will not discuss proof of this particular theorem in this lecture. So we are moving on the example based on this particular theorem. So verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the matrices A equals to 2, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 2, and hence find a raised to power 8 minus 5 a raised to power 7 plus 7 a raised to power 6 minus 3 a raised to power 5 plus a raised to power 4 minus 5a cube plus 8a square minus 2a plus I and a inverse. So to solve it, first we have to find the characteristic equation, and for the characteristic equation determinant of a minus lambda equals to 0. So we can get, when we subtract lambda I from this particular matrix and put the entire phenomena in the determinant, we get 2 minus lambda 1 1 0 1 minus lambda 0 1 1 2 minus lambda equals to 0, and on expanding this determinant along second row, because it contains maximum number of 0, only one element remains. So for this element we just have to multiply these two, 2 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda minus 1 into 1, and all multiplied by 1 minus lambda. We get a characteristic equation lambda cube minus 5 lambda square plus 7 lambda minus 3 equals to 0. Now we have to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for this particular characteristic equation. So how to verify? As discussed in previous slide, we have to replace lambda by a. So on replacing, we get a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i equals to 0. Let it is equation number 1. That is, we have to verify this particular equation which is obtained from the characteristic equation. So for this we already have a. We have to find a square and a cube. So a square can get from the multiplication of a into a. So by multiplying row by column, we get this particular phenomena 5 4 4 0 1 0 4 4 5, and for the a cube we multiplied a square with a. So 5 4 4 0 1 0 4 4 5 multiplied by 2 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 2. So 5 2 ja 10 plus 4 0 0 plus 4 1 ja 4. So 10 plus 4 14. And similarly 5 into 1 1. 5 into 1 5. 4 1 ja 4. 4 1 ja 4. So 4 4 8 or 5 13. And 5 1 ja 5. 4 0 0. And 4 2 ja 8. And 8 or 5 13. And similarly 0 1 0 13 13 and 14. And I is the identity matrix which is of the same order 3 by 3. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So on putting the value of a square, a cube and I in the left hand side, we get 14 13 13 0 1 0 13 13 14 minus 5 time of 5 4 4 0 1 0 4 4 5 plus 7 time of 2 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 2 and minus 3 time of identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So 14 minus 25 plus 7 to the 14 and minus 3. And similarly 13 minus 5 4 the 20 plus 7 1 the 7 and minus 3 0 0. And 13 minus 5 4 the 20, 7 1 just 7 and 7 0 0. Same as 0 minus 5 into 0 0, 7 into 0 0 minus 3 into 0 0. And 0 1 minus 5 1 ja 5 plus 7 1 ja 7 and minus 3 1 ja 3. And 0 minus 500 plus 700 minus 300. 13 minus 5 4 ja 20 plus 7 1 ja 7 and minus 300. So this and 13 minus 5 4 ja 20, 7 1 ja 7 and minus 300. And same as 14 minus 5 5 ja 25 plus 7 2 ja 14 minus 3 1 ja 3. So on simplification 14 plus 14 28 minus 25 minus 3 minus 28. So it is 0, same as 13 or 7 20 minus 20 is 0. This is also 20 minus 20 is 0. This is 0. 7 1 8 5 minus 3 8 0. This is 0. 13 or 7 20 minus 20 is 0. This is 20 minus 20 is 0. This is 28 minus 28 0. So this particular equation comes to resultant the 0 matrix. So it is equals to RHS. It means the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. Now this is the first part. Now moving on to the second part which we have to deduce. So from this particular, this we have to solve or simplify. Actually this particular phenomena is something like the characteristic equation. So if we convert it's in term of characteristic equation, then we can simplify it easily. Now see, this is, see the first four terms, these. Can we get a raised to power 5 as a common from here in this particular manner? So this is converted into a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i. This is just the characteristic equation. And now convert this remaining function, try to convert this remaining function also in term of characteristic equation. So a raised to power 4 minus 5a cube is okay. These two are okay. Now this is 8a square, but we required 7a square. So we can write it as 7a square plus a square. And similarly this is minus 2a, but we required minus 3a. So we can rewrite it as minus 3a plus a. So we can get a as a common from these four terms. So a raised to power 5 into a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3a plus a into a cube minus 5a square plus 7a minus 3i. And the remainings are a plus a square plus I. Now from the equation number 1, this entire function is equals to 0. So a raised to power 5 into 0 is 0 and a into 0 is also 0. So only a plus a square plus I remaining. And we have the value of a square, a and I. So put here a square is 544,010,445. A is 211,010,112 and I is identity matrix. So on simplifying this we get 855,030,558. So this is the value of this particular problem or is this particular expression. Now we have to find the A inverse. So how to find A inverse? Multiply by A inverse to the left of the both side of equation number 1. So A inverse into A cube minus 5 A inverse into A square plus 7 A inverse into A minus 3 A inverse into I equals to A inverse into 0. This similar phenomena you already discussed in your schooling when you find the A inverse with the help of a equation. So A inverse into A cube is A square. A inverse into A square is A inverse into A is always identity matrix, and when we multiply by a matrix to the identity matrix, then the resultant matrix will be the original matrix. And multiplication of a matrix with 0 is always 0. So this can be converted into A square minus 5a plus 7i minus 3 A inverse equals to 0. So keeping A inverse in the left hand side, transfer all the other terms into the right hand side, we get 3A inverse is equals to A square minus 5A plus 7I, and we have the value of A square, A and I. So put here this is the value of A square 544,010,445, value of A and value of I. And on simplification, see 5 minus 10 plus 7. So 5 or 7, 12 minus 10, that is 2. This 2. 4 minus 5, that is minus 1 plus 0. So minus 1. 4 minus 5 plus 0 is always minus 1. 0 minus 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 minus 5 plus 7. So 7 or 1, 8 minus 5, so 3. 0 minus 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 minus 5 plus 0, so minus 1. 4 minus 5 plus 0, always minus 1. 5 minus 10 plus 7. So 5 or 7, 12 minus 10 is 2. And divided by this 3, we get A inverse, which is equals to 1 by 3 of this particular matrix. So in this particular phenomena, we get the value of A inverse also. Hope you understand this entire content. We will meet in the next lecture with a new phenomena. Thank you.